Hi, I'm Gene Gavis from Des Moines Motors. We're proud to present to you Need Inspiration, the TV show. A great show for women to grow, learn, and be inspired. We're also proud to announce the arrival of the Noble car. Over 50 miles per gallon and the durability for modern day driving conditions. Please enjoy Need Inspiration, presented to you by Noble Car and all of us at Des Moines Motors.
On Need Inspiration today, we're going to talk about safety. Personal safety with Brandon Miller from Farrell's, corporate security with Tom Conley from the Conley Group, and then we're going to talk to my police department, Lynn Oswagen, an officer with the Johnston Police Department, about home and car safety. It's not about making you scared, it's about empowering you. So tune in and you'll get some great, valuable tips and immediately make yourself safer.
It's time to grow, learn, and be inspired. It's time for Need Inspiration. Hi, I'm Liz Need. Wife, mother, inspirational speaker, radio host, life coach, and do-it-yourselfer. And right in the middle of my crazy life, I decided to create a TV show for you. On Need Inspiration, we'll teach you how to do things, create better relationships. We'll bring you inspiring stories, take you to interesting places, teach you how to protect yourself, and most importantly, teach you how to be a better you. Need Inspiration starts now.
We're at Prairie Life Fitness, and we are executing the Need Inspiration quiz. Tell me, what would you do if someone attacked you?
Fight back.
He would fight back. What would you do if someone came up and attacked you?
Probably run.
He would run far away. What would you do if someone attacked you?
Run.
What would you do if someone attacked you?
I would fight back.
She's a fighter. We're behind the counter here at Prairie Life Fitness, and it is the question of the week. Let me ask you, what would you do if someone attacked you?
Punch him in the face.
You better watch out. She'd punch you in the face.
As you can see, everyone would handle an attack a little differently, but let's see what Brandon from Farrell's has to say.
The first thing that we're going to start out doing is talking about self-defense. I just recently read that most women think that they wouldn't be able to fight back, and yet that's the most important thing that you have to do. Fight back, because it raises the likelihood that you will survive an attack of some kind. And today we have my best friend, Molly Ford. She's going to hang out with me and try some of these moves, and I have my expert, Brandon Miller. He is the director of martial arts at Farrell's, and he's going to walk us through a few self-defense moves. And hopefully I won't look too crazy while I'm doing it, but either way, it's not about looking crazy or cool, it's about protecting yourself. So let's get started.
That's definitely a good point. What we want to talk about today is the first thing is a verbal boundary. So we have different boundaries for different people that are in our lives. We have the boundaries that we have with certain people that are very far off in the distance, like the mailman, things like that. You have a different boundary with people that are more familiar to you, like you would see at the grocery store or across the counter when you're purchasing something.
It's the bubble.
Yeah, exactly. And then
bubble.
You feel more comfortable with your family getting into your personal bubble, and then the closer you get to that, the more uncomfortable that you get. So the first thing in self-defense you want to remember is that to be aware and also be conscious of that as those people or as your gut starts telling you something might be wrong from a far off distance, so then we can take some action steps in order to be able to prevent something from happening. Because that's obviously when we talk about the physical self-defense that we're going to show here in a few minutes, that's going to be the last resort. We want to be able to do some things to prevent that kind of beforehand. Now, if it does, then we have to be able to get into a situation where we can let them know that there's a verbal boundary. You know, put your hands up in front of your face, be very, very assertive with your voice, be loud and direct towards them. Make eye contact is a big thing. Because
so give me an idea of a verbal boundary. So
sure.
I'm going through, we're in the parking lot, we're with our kids, and we need to make sure that someone knows that they need to be on notice. We're not the ones to be picked on.
Well, a lot of things people use kind of almost like a pickup line to come in and invite themselves into that personal bubble that you have. And sometimes that might be, you know, do you have the time? Can I ask you a question? Have you seen my kid? Have you seen my dog? Or things like that.
Asking for directions. I can see that.
Asking for directions is a big one, for sure. And one of the main things you can do is automatically change your body language. So getting in a stance, so you're staggering your feet, one foot behind the other, getting your hands up in front of you, and just saying the word stop. And you know, we do a drill called the Coca-Cola drill. And the Coca-Cola drill is you and a partner have to go back and forth, and they're going to take a step closer, and you have to say the word Coca-Cola. But the more they get closer to you, the more assertive you have to say it, and you have to get the meaning across of what your body language is saying, but only saying the word Coca-Cola.
Okay, let's try that.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to turn
Yeah, if you guys were going to be
to
able
my
to do
attacker.
Your
She's
attacker,
going to be
Molly.
the attacker.
Vicious attacker there. So if go ahead and take a couple steps back from here, and then we're going to have you start in this position. Molly's just going to take steps toward you. So we're gonna pretend that she comes up and she asks something as simple as, "Can you give me directions to the nearest gas station?"
Okay.
And then when she does that, all you're going to do is step back and just say, "Stop." And you're going to keep it in a pretty...
Not Coca-Cola?
No, not Coca-Cola.
Okay. Okay.
So Molly, go ahead and ask her the question from there.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have the time?
Stop.
Okay.
Really?
So she feels like she's a little startled by that, and it's better to be safe than sorry, but as she would progress and move forward and just say, "No, really, I only want directions," she's going to get a little closer saying that, and you're going to have to be more assertive, a little bit louder, and then maybe say something like, "Stop, I don't want any problems."
Okay.
Okay?
Do you have the directions to downtown?
Stop. I don't want any problems.
Okay.
So
Now,
how do you feel when I'm doing that?
I'm
Like, you
startled.
can't-
I'm
okay.
startled. Got my attention.
other things to redirect that are like, "No, I haven't seen your kid. You need to look with somebody else. You need to go ask directions from the nearest gas station down the street." Saying something like, "There's a police officer right across the street. You can ask them for what time it is." You know, things like that to redirect them from that. And without a lot of space, as you're coming into that distance is getting very, very close. And you want to make sure that you keep a safe distance where in the blink of an eye, in a matter of a couple of seconds, they can't cover the distance between you and them, because that's where we're running into troubles with the self-defense and the physical aspect of it, which we're going to cover next.
And they'll think twice about it. So
Exactly.
let's get physical now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the first thing that we're going to do is some
I'm just
basic
kidding.
wrist escapes. When we do the wrist escapes, these are kind of our white belt level routine that we take it to.
Wrist escapes.
Yep. And
okay.
so this is going to be if someone's grabbing onto your wrist and how you're going to escape in kind of a few different scenarios. The number one thing you want to remember is the thumb is the weakest point on anybody's hand. So no matter which one that we do, we're always going to go towards where their thumb is at. And so when we're going to do this, we're going to start with the same side cross hand and then a double same side grab.
Okay.
They're pretty simple.
That's
So
why you're the expert.
what I'm going to have you do is we're going to have you face towards each other quickly so we can practice here.
Okay.
Molly, I'm going to have you be the attacker first, and then you're going to be the defender, and then we'll take
I feel
turns.
like I can beat her. A little
So
bulkier
we're
than
gonna
that.
just go ahead and put your hands out in front, nice and relaxed. Molly, you're gonna pick on a same side grab. So you're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna grab her left wrist, just like that. So you notice the thumb's on the inside of your wrist. What we're gonna do is open your hand, which widens the wrist, makes it a little easier to get away. Bend at the elbow so you have that hinge, and then you're just gonna step and turn your body away. So your right leg's
Just
gonna
go
step back
this way.
and turn. Right.
Okay, let's
So
try it one more
now it's
time.
gone.
when
So
she
you
grabs
grab,
on, you're going to open the hand number one, step,
and then turn.
and pivot. Right. Now, number one rule in this one is we need to get away and we need to stay away. So at the time that we do that wrist escape,
We run.
we want to make sure we back up, get a safe distance, and then when you're in the distance enough to run, do that.
More on personal security when we come back on Need Inspiration.
Hey there, I'm the new G4 in town. Wanna take me for a spin? At 45 miles per gallon, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go for a long, smooth ride. You'll love my curves and sleek packaging. Jump on in. With seating for 4, I have plenty of room to love. Honey, I'm 11'9", which makes me clearly irresistible. I'm cute, unique, and stand out in a crowd. Plus, I'm really fun. Introduce me to your friends. They're gonna love me too.
Just the other day, I was talking to a gentleman who sent some flowers to his wife. And the reason he sent flowers to her is because they finally, successfully potty trained their child. and I thought, boy, what a great occasion for flowers.
Introducing the Life Celebration Sales Event at Bosun's The Florist. Stop at any Bosun's location or go online to bosuns.com during April to give that special someone flowers or a beautiful arrangement, especially when the pricing is this fantastic.
Visit us at the web at bosun.com or call us at 244-ROSE. That's 244-7673.